Okay, now we go next to the first installment of some words from students of Yuval, direct students of Yuval. So please, David, you are recorded. So this is an AI discussion. Can we show David?
We gather today to celebrate the life and legacy of Yuval Ne'eman, a man whose extraordinary journey has left an indelible mark on science, academia, and public service. I had the privilege of knowing Yuval personally and will share some of my recollections with you. Yuval's talents emerged early as a wunderkind. At age 15, he was admitted to the Technion. However, instead of pursuing an academic career, he joined the military and rose in rank to become a colonel and head of military intelligence. 20 years later, while serving as military attaché in London, he decided to work on a PhD in physics in his free time. He always had some free time because he worked very fast. He registered at Imperial College because it was close to his office as attaché. The leading physicists there, Abdul Salam, accepted him as a student. Yuval carried with himself a recommendation by Moshe Dayan, the legendary chief of staff in Israel. And the letter said and declared that Yuval could succeed in anything he decided to work on. That turned out to be true. Yuval's 1961 thesis proposing a symmetry model for elementary particles was groundbreaking. Marek, who independently developed a similar idea at the same time, would go on to win the Nobel Prize. Though the model became known as the Gelman-Ne'eman model, Yuval was left out of the prize. This disappointment kept bothering him throughout his life. Yuval returned to Israel in 1961 to head the Atomic Energy Commission. His office was close to the Weizmann Institute in Rehovot, and he was granted the teaching position of a professor through agreements of the Hebrew University with Weizmann. I met Yuval on a visit he made to Technion in Haifa. I was impressed by him and asked him to accept me as a student. He agreed, and this meant that I had to switch my life from Haifa to Rehovot to be part of the exciting novel particle physics field. I was deeply impressed by his stamina. I accompanied him on trips between Haifa and Rehovot. He used to work while riding the company car, and he was sitting near the driver and had a special lamp installed for him so that he can work while being driven around. He was always working, obviously continuing the two jobs attitude that served him so well in London. Returning to 1961, when Yuval became head of the Atomic Energy Commission, his proximity to the Weizmann Institute allowed a group of Yuval students to form an active research cluster under his guidance. Weizmann researchers were experts in nuclear physics and taught us how to use their tricks to deduce predictions of the new symmetry. A leading influence was that of Harel, resulting in a flux of academic publication, which all the young aspiring particle physics students, sometimes referred to as the Israeli mafia, were happy to participate in. Many years later, when working at Caltech, I saw the high regards that Yuval commanded. Marek expressed his regret that Yuval was not recognized with the Nobel. Though the personalities were quite different, Mary was flamboyant, Yuval was reserved. They had much in common. One interesting point of trivia. Both were given the Encyclopedia Britannica at age 13 and read it cover to cover. Most professors worked their way through academia. Yuval did the opposite. He helped create the system rather than growing within it. In 1971, he became president of Tel Aviv University and chairman of its physics department, thus working for the first time in a full academic position. A decade later, Yuval left the university and entered politics. In 1981, he founded the Technion party and was elected to the Knesset. He served as Minister of Science and Development, and later as Minister of Energy and Infrastructure. I believe that his strong political stamina can be connected to his decision as a young boy to join the armed forces. He followed what he believed is the call for service, which is a duty to be preferred over everything else. From our short review, we can learn what it took him to become a significant scientific leader. So these are the properties that I promised in the title of my talk. Genius. First of all, was a genius, a child prodigy who was admitted to the Technion at the age of 15. His groundbreaking PhD thesis proposed a theory that merited the Nobel Prize. Visionary. Yuval was a true visionary, changing focus on life and his personal life every 10 years or so, from the rank of colonel in the Israeli army to a PhD in physics, from academia to the Atomic Energy Commission, from being a physicist to becoming a president of Tel Aviv University and chairman of its physics department. Then in 1981, he jumped from academia to politics, and from Knesset to forming a new cabinet position as Minister of Science and Development. Yuval lived the lives of a few individuals in parallel, pivoting to where his vision took him, notwithstanding reality. Spiritual guide and charismatic influencer. Yuval was that. He was able to inspire students, colleagues, and political supporters. He formed a vibrant particle physics research community in Rehov. Creator of reality. Yuval was creator of his own reality. He was critical in the establishment and management of the Atomic Energy Commission in Israel, and then of the development of Tel Aviv University, and finally forming a significant political party cabinet position as Minister of Science. Dual career. Yuval's remarkable stamina allowed him to continuously have dual careers. He balanced military intelligence and academia, science and management, and professor and politician. Respected by peers. Yuval was highly respected by his colleagues, who led particle physics during its formative years. We, as his younger peers, always looked up to him and to his leadership. Reflecting on the life of Yuval, we see the profound impact of a life dedicated to visionary leadership, inspiration, and innovation. From his early days as a prodigy at the Technion, to his roles in military intelligence, groundbreaking physics, and leadership in academia and politics, Yuval was a genius who brought the field of particle physics to Israel and shaped the academic and political landscapes. His unique blend of intellect, charisma, and resilience inspired countless individuals to follow in his footsteps, and his legacy continues to influence and guide future generations. Yuval pursued his passions with vigor and courage, leaving an indelible mark on all who had the privilege to know him. Thank you.